Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to my NHL 20 franchise mode here in the state of hockey. In the previous episode, we begun the 2026-2027 regular season, and as you can see right there, we are 26, 6-5, and you know what? It's been a damn good season. We got a lot of players stepping up. And there's not one real outlier where I'm like, damn, that sucks. That is really bad. And usually, for the last few seasons, we've had one difficult player. One player that's like, I'm just not going to perform at all. You know, Weeman started the season iffy. I get that. I understand goaltending. It's weird. This game is weird. But he has been very, very good as of late. Great preseason, great start to the season, great second month. We've been really good. We're technically not the best team in the league. The Edmonton Oilers have 62 points, but they have also played 5 more games than us. So you can say, once you even it out, we're probably going to have more points than the Edmonton Oilers once we hit 42 games. I think that's just a fact. No, I'm not going to go over the team stats so far, just because I did all of that last episode to the end of the episode. So if you haven't seen the season up to this point so far, go back to the last episode. We talked about the lines. We talked about some decisions in the offseason. We just talked. A lot of talking. Did a lot of simulating. We're currently 37 games through the regular season. We have guys like Anthony Francis contending for a bunch of trophies. A Hart Trophy. A Rocket Trophy, a Ted Lindsay, probably, and then you have Quinn Hughes going for his fourth straight Norris Trophy. He has a little bit of competition in Jogren, Cale Makar, a bunch of those guys, but we've been damn good. So let's go ahead and begin the simulation in this episode. I plan on getting everything done here. We are almost up to the trade deadline. That is coming up very, very soon. So let's go ahead and finish out the month of January. Hello and welcome to 2027. Let's start off the year right. 6-4 victory over the Tampa Bay Lightning. That is big. Same against Montreal. Big wins here. Bunch of Atlantic team games. We lose to the Florida Panthers. We beat the Leafs and the Winnipeg Jets. Okay. Pro Scout is calling. I don't care. Your trade block. Well, of course, no team ever offers us a trade because they have garbage trades. You want to trade Anthony Francis for, Oh. I was going to make a joke here, but we have an interesting trade. Adam Fox. Now, you can debate I didn't rate him as well as he should have in this game. He was a phenomenal defenseman for the New York Rangers this season. He's currently with the Tampa Bay Lightning in this game. 82 overall, right-handed defenseman. He's an offensive defenseman too, and that's kind of where I draw the line. I am kind of looking for a replacement for Joe Hicketts, just because I really don't like him as that bottom pairing defenseman with Maurice Potvin. So I might look around the trade deadline for something similar to Adam Fox. Maybe not an offensive defenseman, maybe a two-way or a defensive defenseman, but I will keep that in mind. Adam Fox is definitely not the man I want there on that bottom pairing. We whooped the Rangers. I didn't even notice that. Vegas and Vancouver and Carolina. Geez, we've been good so far to start 2027. The Florida Panthers trade a second in Bonavie, a 68 overall defenseman, to the Florida Panthers, and the Pittsburgh Penguins acquire Heponiemi, an 82 overall centerman, and a third. Pittsburgh is apparently going for a Stanley Cup playoff push. I think they still have Sidney Crosby. They don't have Evgeny Malkin because I think he just retired last season, so Sidney Crosby might be done here pretty soon, but if they're going for it, that's a damn fine centerman to bring onto your team. Okay, the draft class, let's go ahead and look at it. Now, we did talk about how difficult this next offseason is going to be. Jack Hughes' contract coming up, Cale Newman's contract coming up. We do have a plethora of first-round draft picks. We have Buffalo's, We have Toronto's, and we have the Nashville Predators, who are one of the worst teams in the league this year. They were the worst last year. But if we can luck out, I want one of those top 3 centers. I want Oland, because I feel like he's going to be a beast. Playing in the SHL, you have Parento, and you have Mark Hawks. Mark Hawks is a guy we know nothing about right now, though. Let's scout him. I want to see what he's all about. I have a weird feeling about this kid. I have a feeling he's going to be something interesting. Same with Lance Fraze, which is a Frazee? Ooh, like Freezy. Oh, that's a fantastic name. Okay. Any guys scouted here? Ooh, we got a goalie! It says he... No! Oh, I gotta stop. 3-0 shutout over the Avalanche. I want to go back to the draft board. Or to the draft class. I know he's probably not going to be a franchise goaltender, but I want to scout him just in case, because we've had very good luck with drafting goalies in the last couple of seasons. I'm going to pin him because apparently we can't scout him at this very moment. I'll keep an eye on him. Interesting player there. We are almost done this month, so let's keep it going here. Damn, Quinn Hughes is almost... he's almost at 82 points. Phenomenal. So we have 2 games to end the month here. We have our bye week to end January. I wish they would add the All-Star game to the next NHL game, because that just add a little bit. Like NBA has it, the MLB has it. It'd just be really cool, EA. Come on. We lose to the Dallas Stars, but we pick up a 4-0 shutout over the Chicago Blackhawks heading into the month of February. The trade deadline is less than a month away. Yes, I am going to look out for a bottom pairing defenseman. But let's go ahead and check out the stats. I believe... Actually, let's check out the entire league. I want to see where everybody's at. So the Nashville Predators are actually in a playoff spot. Damn it. Sorry. They can fall out. I hope they do fall out. So let's look at the Atlantic Division. Toronto's in a playoff spot. Same with Buffalo. I wish 2 of them would fall out. At least 1 fall out of a playoff spot would be really, really nice for us. I think Nashville has the most potential to fall out just because they were really, really bad last year. It's hard to see that much turnaround in one season. But with all those assets, we could easily move up to a first top 5 pick, right? Are we the first team in the league? We are currently the best team in the NHL. 2 less games than the Edmonton Oilers. I think we've won the majority against the Oilers too, so that is good for us. 2 less games, 3 more points. Is it another President's Trophy for the Minnesota Wild? I am hoping so. Let's go to all the points. I am quite excited to see how everybody is doing so far. Anthony Francis isn't... How often am I going to have to say this in this entire franchise mode? Anthony Francis is not leading this team in points over halfway through the season. Has that happened since he's been on the team? I want to say no. Quinn Hughes is going off. He's going off, man. You don't know how good Quinn Hughes is. Oh my god, it's awesome. Anthony Francis, though, we have to give him all the credit in the world. 37 goals. You know, I don't think he'll hit 60 this year. Potentially, you never know. He had 7 goals through a calendar month. That's still very, very impressive. Kaprizov has been damn good as well. 67 points. What else can I say about him? Alexei Pietrangelo, 59 points. He has started to step it up. Now, that is a guy that I kind of forgot about for just a few seconds. He's having a damn good season. He missed 2 games, though. 2 games every season for the last 4 seasons. Is he taking a vacation those few games? I don't know. I don't blame him. Cale Newman is at 31 goals, 58 points. He's a point-per-game player this year, which hurts us. Not in the winning sense, but it hurts us going to the offseason because he's going to ask for money. A lot of money. Is he worth it? Probably. Yeah, 100%. Best news is he's an RFA. We have his asset. He's an asset to us either way. If he leaves the team, we'll get a lot of first-round draft picks for it. Is he going to hit 49 goals? I think he can do it. That's 18 goals in the next 31 games. I think he can do it. Yeah, I think he can do it. Jack Hughes is at a point per game. So he dipped a little bit. He's at exactly a point per game throughout the season so far. His best season ever was 78 with New Jersey a few years ago. Now his contract is up at the end of this year. Are we going to extend him? That is a question for another time. I would like to extend him just because I like what he brings to the table. He's young, he's full of potential. He's 25, and he's an 89 overall. He's exactly a second line forward. I don't think he'll ever grow to be that first line forward, especially with Anthony Francis being that first line center. He'll never not be the first line center. Louis Langweeder has also been very, very good. Last year he had 48. His best season ever was 48 points in 79 games. He hasn't missed any games yet. He has 20 goals, 20 assists, his best assist output in his career so far. He's definitely on pace for his best season yet. He's at 86 overall, which means he is stepping it up. He's getting assists. He's probably playing better with Cale Newman and Jack Hughes. That is a fact. He's pulling his weight. Chris Griffin is an anomaly. He's not putting up the exact points you would expect. He had 39 last year. Very, very impressive. Is he going to hit that this year? That is almost a definite at this point. He's not going to only get 10 points through 31 games. I think that can happen, but the way he's going right now, he's doing really, really well. 21 goals isn't out of the question as well. Okay, and the reason why I say he's an anomaly, look at his giveaway to takeaway ratio. 36 takeaways to 18 giveaways. Last year he had 31 giveaways to 75 takeaways. He's doubling his giveaway output. As a sniper, that's weird. That's weird. Because, okay, I don't know, I don't really have any proof to back this up, but let's look at Cale Newman. He's also a good giveaway to takeaway ratio. Last year he really wasn't. This year is his best giveaway to takeaway ratio. But Chris Griffin has been that guy. He's been really, really good. He's been the best player on the third line. Luke Kunin has been very, very good as well. I really, really like him. I'm glad we didn't have to give him up this past offseason because of cap. Sergei Gogo, the 18-year-old, the 5th overall pick in the last draft. 24 points through 51 games. He's around half point per game. So if he can hit 40 points flat this year, I will be very, very happy. He has 16 goals. He's looking like he's going to be a 20-goal scorer this year. That is huge for us. As an 18-year-old, he really, really, really reminds me of Louis Langweeder. And if he's on the trajectory of Louis Langweeder, I'll be happy. Because you look at Langweeder, his first ever season, he had 19 goals. And he had 18 assists. So Langweeder might be the better overall player in his first season. Maybe. But Gogo is looking like a great, great acquisition. Adam Beckman, Duar, and Mateos kind of fall into the same category. The worst player there for us in the fourth line has been Connor Duar. He has a lot of points. 6 goals. He has the most goals in the fourth line. He is a +1, though. He has 4 penalty minutes. No, he's not been our worst player. I would question Adam Beckman at this point. 26 penalty minutes on the fourth line. And he has a 97 discipline. Okay, EA, do stats even matter anymore? That's a legitimate question. 97 discipline. His poise is 78. Okay, like, what? That doesn't make any sense, game. But they've been good, though. They've been very, very good. But the best player on this team so far has been Quinn Hughes. Quinn Hughes, I think, can hit 100 assists this year. Yes, you heard it here first. Who was the last player to hit 100 assists? Mario Lemieux? Did Joe Thornton ever hit 100? I don't think he did. Oh my god. I want to see him go far. He is the best acquisition in Minnesota history through trade. I would question that as a fact. Not through the draft. Vancouver offered us Quinn Hughes. They gave up on him. And to think we could have gotten Elias Pettersson in that trade too if we had noticed he was on the block. But my God, Quinn Hughes is the man. Like, what else is there to say? I'm so glad we had the ability to bring him back on that big boy contract, but he is 100% worth it. Marcus Mironov has been damn good as well. 46 points, 51 games. 75 last year. He's on pace for around exactly the same what he had last year. Pretty damn good plus minus. Not a lot of penalty minutes. He's the man. I love you, Marcus. Eminem. Then you have Brant Clark, who has also been a very good player. I don't give him as much credit as he deserves. 89 overall. I think he'll always be in the shadow of Quinn Hughes until Quinn Hughes retires, because I plan on keeping those three guys together their entire careers, unless Cap takes a swing at us. But 60 points last year, that's not out of the realm of possibilities. Bissonnette, Potvin, they're at the exact same amount of points. They've both been really good. I know they're offensive defensemen. Yeah, they could get some power play time. I think very, very soon they'll be getting power play time. But since Anthony Francis is a juggernaut, I'm giving him 2 power play time, 2 5-on-5 power play units. But they've been damn good. I like that. Joe Hicketts is he's been Joe Hicketts, so we might not even replace him, you know? Then goaltending. Has goaltending got... Oh, wow. Jaden Weeman only lost 1 game that month, and it was in extra time. So, yet again, the only games he's really lost are in extra time. Look how much better he might be if he got 3 more wins there. He's a 9-13 and a 2-41 goals against. He's been really good. Vasilyev might lose his backup position very, very soon with Rensfalt and Mackey and a bunch of other guys in the system coming up. So put the gas pedal down, man. So before the trade deadline gets underway, let's go ahead and check out the entire league stats. Probably the last time we'll do this. Oh, the entirety of the league before the end of the season, okay? So the best goaltender in the league right now, I mean, Kazakovsky for the Philadelphia Flyers. They did lose Carter Hart, but they have their next phenomenal goalie, 89 overall franchise goalie drafted in the first round in 2022. Hey, you know, Carter Hart should never be expendable, but when you have another franchise goalie in net who's a lot younger, might as well go with him, and he's been good. I mean, you can debate Kajakovic. He's played 3 more games. He has 6 less wins. It might be Jaden Weeman's year. I don't want to say that, but Jaden Weeman has been so good. He's been phenomenal. Might be his trophy season, guys. Rookie skaters. Ivan Yakupov, he's going off. Doesn't have the most amount of points for the kind of forward that he is. He is playing on a weird Carolina team. I'm not sure where they are in the league, but the chances that he's got in LA, they didn't play him enough. Like, they played him. That is ridiculous. How do you manage to screw that up that bad? He should be playing NHL time from the moment he was drafted. He's not the best physical player, no. He's not a great physical player at all. I really modeled him after like a Pavel Bure. Like, oh, no physical, but his offensive stats are ridiculous. Like, if he can get that defensive awareness up, he's going to hurt the league in a lot of ways. And the best defenseman in the league is it. Oh my, Quinn Hughes and Jogren, were in a tight race to start the season. They both had around 50 points to start the year. Quinn Hughes has 14 points. 2 more games, but I don't think Jogren is going to get 14 points in 2 games. And his plus-minus is so much better. But I want to see if he's leading the league in points. All skaters. Oh my god. The next best guy is his teammate. And the next closest guy is Shane Wright. Played 1 more game. I would say Shane Wright has the best chance of overtaking both of them. But down the line, is Quinn Hughes going to win an Art Ross as a defenseman? Are we seeing history? Who's leading in the goal race? It is Joshua Waugh. He's playing 1 less game than Anthony Francis. It might be his trophy season as well. Good for him. Most assists in the league, I'm going to say it's Quinn Hughes. Quinn Hughes. Damn, I want to see him hit 100 points And I want him to win the Art Ross. I do. I don't want Anthony Francis to not win the Art Ross. But if a defenseman wins the Art Ross, I can't be upset. On our team. We can't. So you know what, before we get a little bit closer to the trade deadline, because morale can always be a problem, I'm going to check the trade block. And if we're going to make a trade for a depth defenseman right now, or if we're going to make a trade for a depth defenseman, I might as well do it now, just because I don't want our morale to be all screwed up. So let's see what's going on here. Anaheim, anybody? Nope. Come on, anything? Oliver Ekman-Larsson. We don't have the money for that, but damn, Oliver Ekman-Larsson, underrated defenseman, I think. Ooh. Is he the captain of the Coyotes right now? I think he might be, if I'm not mistaken. Anything here on any other team? I'm looking for a cheap... Oh, Sean Monahan, my God. Wow. Holy moly. Okay. I'm looking for a cheap depth defenseman with a good overall. I know that's very, very hard to come by. Oh, Nylander. Oh, Chicago's getting rid of a few guys. How is Chicago doing this year? Oh, Chicago is bad. Oh, I'm so sorry, Chicago. Ooh, I'm sorry. Columbus. They have nothing there. Okay. Nope, nothing from Columbus. Anything out here in the NHL? Anything at all? Okay. Niku, we have Pesci, we have Pulock. Those are a few options. Bjork is $2 million. He's the second line forward. Interesting. We have, oh, this guy right here. He might fit the definition. Brett Pesci, sorry, my bad. Pulock is an awesome defenseman as well. I'm not really looking for a righty. I'm looking for like a guy like Sami Niku. He was a 7th round draft pick. My God, he's a top. I'm not sure about that. They got a lot of options though there in Florida. We will come back to that. Alex Turcotte, he's still on the... Oh, right, he won't be able to play because it's past December 1st. Too bad. Oh, okay, we got Miller. Colin Miller for Montreal. McCoshin, who is a lefty, maybe, potentially. Ole Ulevy, oh, poor guy. Jake Gardner, no thank you. Oh, Slychuk is still on the block. I would love to bring him over, you know that? Severson, and then you have McCabe. That's not a bad guy. We could totally bring on a McCabe. We have the money for that. We don't have a lot of money, but we have around $3-ish million to work with. Ooh, D'Angelo is on the block. Okay. We have Montour, Slavin, whatever you want to say. Lee. Ooh, Anders Lee at 1.8. Nah. Our forwards are pretty much set up, right? They're all pretty much set up. Shane Gostisbehere. Klingberg, who was the guy that came over in the Carter Hart trade. My God. Murray, you got Shore. Well, Murray, is he a lefty? Ooh, he's a lefty. But how much would that screw us up, right? I'm trying to think of that. I mean, he might be a good option, though. Bring him over. Little Roche. Too bad nobody picked him up. Lindholm, Falk. Oh, what a bad contract. Nolan Patrick is on the Tampa Bay Lightning. Almost said the Rays. Tampa Bay Rays. Whoops. Adam Fox is still on the block there. I am liking Murray. I don't know. JT Miller, $9 million. No thank you. Anything from Vegas? Nope. Hillen, not a bad prospect though. And Winnipeg. I'm gonna look at the Pittsburgh thing. If it's not worth it, it's not. It's a 1-year thing. That might be beneficial to bring him on. He was a 2nd overall pick. That was a bad draft. Right, it went Neil Yakupov, it went Ryan Murray, and then Alex Galchenyuk to Montreal. That was a bad draft. Okay, realistically, if we're doing this trade, who's the guy in, who's the guy out? What are we realistically willing to give up for a guy of his caliber? Are we giving up a young guy in Arkhipov? Or Backer, or Cutler, or Chubasov? right? We're working as it is right now. We got a few firsts. I don't want to trade any of those away just in case. Do we have any next year? We have our own. I like Murray. He is technically a top 4, and I don't want to screw morale up too much. So I'm gonna. I know. It's kind of a tease there, but I think I'm just gonna go ahead and continue 4th. But before we start simulating again, I want to go to view contracts. Can we get a contract done for either one of Cale Newman or Jack Hughes? Cale. 2 years brings him up to a UFA. How about Jack? Jack, you want $6 million? He's not okay. At that point, I'm waiting on both of them. The guy I'd rather bring back out of the two of them would be Cale Newman, just because of all those guys in the draft this year who are centermen who can potentially become that guy. We don't have the money, and like, it's gonna be a rough time. But for right now, let's just continue simulating. That is a problem for another time. We're winning as it is, so let's keep it going. Let's go right here before the trade deadline and continue 4th. See, Colin Miller for first. I really don't want to give up any of those first. I want to see where they fall closer to the trade deadline. See, Murray for Buffalo's first. No, I'm gonna wait. I think Murray might be gone before we maybe make a trade. I don't think I want to make a trade. We're winning games. Don't jinx anything. A few Metro teams here and there. Okay, Cale Fleury to the Chicago Blackhawks. And Brandon Saad to Montreal. I really, really like Cale Fleury as a young guy. I think he has some crazy poise on him as an actual defenseman. I really, really like him. He acts like a veteran defenseman at the age of like 22. And Brandon Saad, I guess Montreal gets something good out of it. New Jersey beats the hell out of New Jersey. Are we going to see a few 100-point players on the Minnesota Wild? I'm hoping we do. I think this is a great season. Just continue winning. Just keep it going, Minnesota. Finish it out well. Chubas McCabe. What kind? Really? Do these computers think I'm just stupid? Offer me like a Quinn Hughes. Do it, cowards. 3-2 OT win over the St. Louis Blues. Vancouver. Ooh, Rasmus Ristolainen to the Anaheim Ducks and a prospect left winger and Fotinos. And the Vegas Golden Knights acquire Sam Steele, an 88 overall centerman. We know who that is. And Jakob Larson. Sam Steele is younger at this point, I would assume. I think he's around 27 at this point in the franchise mode, or a bit older. Rasmus Ristolainen is a great defenseman, don't get me wrong. I don't know what Anaheim's really going for there. They lose a great centerman. I'm not sure what they have at this point. I can't really recall, but they get a phenomenal defenseman in Rasmus Ristolainen in this game. He might have fallen off IRL, but in this game, ooh, Langmeter's out until the 21st. Okay, we're gonna edit the lines manually. Okay, losing him sucks, but let's give a little bit of time to Chris Griffin. Let's do that. And then we'll get Fitzgerald in here because I feel like it. Why the hell not? Losing him for 1 or 2 games. Backer for Jakob Larson and Virtanen. Let me look at that. Jakob Larson, really? 1 more year at 3? And Jacob Virtanen is... I don't know where he fits in the lineup, though, right? Backer's a great young defenseman, right? What is he? 20? I'd rather wait on that. I don't see that's worth it at that point. We're winning. Why would we do anything if we're winning games, right? Here, there, everywhere. Murray goes to the Boston Bruins, and they get Buss and Dunham. So I neglected to notice that it said he was out until the 21st of March. So actually, let's go in here and fix things up more or better. Oh, he's up to an 87 too. Is there anybody in the AHL that wants to step up? Waters. necessarily. Maybe we go and give Habby Boolin a shot? It doesn't look very good either. Okay, let's just fix up the lines as it is. Okay, so Griffin is going to stay there. Gogo's almost at 20 goals. That is huge to see. So we're going to get... Let's just give it to Petroangelov. Might as well. Petroangelov on both power play units. That is good to see. I want to... Okay. Okay. Good. Good. Works for me. That's okay. Good. We're good. We're good. Just had to get him. I didn't want Fitzgerald playing an entire month on special teams, right? Let's go ahead. I don't plan on making any trades. We will check the stats at the end of this episode, so let's continue winning. Some of a few weeks, see where we're at. 48, 8-6. Keep the momentum going. 2 first and Dmitriev to the Columbus Blue Jackets, and the Edmonton Oilers acquire Sergachev. A phenomenal young defenseman, ended up on Columbus, sending him to the Edmonton Oilers, who are contending for a President's Trophy this year. I know we're the runaways, but Edmonton is a scary team, and adding that kind of caliber defenseman, they're going to be a scary team in the Western Conference. That is quite scary. So let's... Teams are making moves. Dante Fabro to the New York Islanders in Washington acquires Beauvillier. A nice centerman for Dante Fabro. I would have held on to Dante Fabro. I think they just acquired him in free agency. That is... If the Washington Capitals... I think I would have kept Dante Fabro. Beauvillier, I feel like Washington's done a great job drafting in the last few years, so I don't understand that trade. Maybe they're going for it. Sergei Gogo has actually been injured until March 2nd, so we're actually going to go to roster moves here real quick. Call up somebody, go to roster moves here real quick. Yep, okay. Works for me. Let's, I think we're going to go with... Who was the guy that, is Andrew Shaw here? Andrew Shaw? Let's bring up Andrew Shaw. Do it. Come on, Andrew. Do love me some Andrew Shaw. Former Montreal Canadian. A few concussion problems, but he's the best we currently have at this very point to put him in the NHL. And I'll put him to 0. That third line's going to be grit. Grit incarnate, okay? Works for me. I'm not too upset with that. He'll be back quite soon, so I'm not super upset by that. A few injuries here down the stretch. Winnipeg. Heponiemi gets traded again to the Colorado Avalanche, and Pittsburgh acquires Koltsov, a 76 overall left-wing prospect, and Chouinard, a centerman. Okay, lots of trades here before the deadline. Teams are getting things done. Gogolev is back. Andrew Shaw, I think, didn't get any time there. Sucks to see, but did he get any time at all? Did he? No, I didn't even get to play a game. I'm sorry, Andrew. You came up to fill a roster spot. Why did I even worry about that? Welcome back, Gogo. Glad to see you back. Don't get hurt. Trade deadline, few extra days to... Ooh, Warren Fogle. 79 overall. Yeah. Hell yeah, I'll claim that. Dude, hell yeah, man. That's how we got Mateos. We claimed him. A shutout, and then we lose against Nashville. I think that broke our winning streak. And then we beat Nashville again. Ottawa and Detroit. Come on. Beat Detroit. Okay, so we had a long win streak here. So did we lose? We didn't lose in the calendar month of February. So let's go all the way back. So our last game we lost was against the Dallas Stars. So we won 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 games in a row. That is a winning streak and a half. And we're now on a 3-game win streak. Let's finish the season off well. We can be another 60-win team. Let's finish it out strong. 3-2 shootout win over the LA Kings. Come on, I want to see a 100-point defenseman this year. Come on, Quinn Hughes. Finish the season strong. Mastelek is hurt in the AHL. Head coach replaces player. I'm not too upset about that. AHL is doing their thing. No, Kirill. No. Kirill Kaprizov has been hurt until the 23rd. That hurts a little bit. Head coach replaces player. It's not for too long. Langleader's back. That is big for us. So Fitzgerald went in for Langleader. Oh, wait, what? Langleader. Wait, what? I'm so confused. Kaprizov went out. Oh, they just put in Langleader because he's healthy. No, I'm going to put in Andrew Shaw for him. I know that's iffy, but then we're going to go out, take Fitzgerald out, throw Langleader in that position, throw Griffin down there. Andrew Shaw's going to come out of the lineup, and we're going to chuck in, what's his name? Where is he? Fitzgerald there. Just changing things up. Hopefully, we'll go to a +3 if Newman is there, and then we'll... Sure, works for me. Just no more injuries, please. Okay. Come on. Draft class, I'm not too worried at this very moment. Colorado, 5-2 win. Keep it going here, boys. Kirill Kaprizov is ready to go. Don't you ever do that to me again, I swear to God. Don't. I'll beat you. I mean, not in a mean sense. You know what I mean. Okay, Cal Newman is back there. Gogolev is back there on the third line. Here we go. Pittsburgh Penguins, come on. 10-6 victory. What a game. Would have been a game and a half to see. 62-9-6. Come on. Come on, keep it going. Edmonton, we lose against Edmonton. 2 straight. Come on, boys. You had a chance to go with no double-digit losses. Okay, 63 wins. Okay, head coach plays player in the AHL. Dallas and Avalanche. Okay, 63-11-7. Let's go ahead and slow sim this because I'm feeling extra special today, boys and girls. If there's any women watching, I don't know. I don't know why I said it like that. First period, 1-1. Cal Newman on the power play. Pilote ties the game. Pretty late in the first. Second period, 2-1. Kirill Kaprizov. That's what I'm talking about. Third period shots are even. Finish this game out strong. Early power play for Colorado. Kill it off. Ramirez ties the game. Kirill Kaprizov, second of the evening on the power play. Another power play chance for the Minnesota Wild. They kill it off halfway through the third period. Can we finish this game out solidly? Come on. Come on, Minnesota. And Nathan McKinnon ties it late into the third period. Okay. Okay, I understand that. I get it. Uh-huh. Okay. Let's simulate the overtime period. Come on, Minnesota. Let's finish this off strong. Come on. We're heading to a shootout. You know what? It's the last game of the season. Let's go ahead and jump in. Here we go. Shootout attempt. Anthony Francis in, and it is stopped by Korpisalo. Nathan McKinnon on a break here. And I think Weeman got a poke check on that. Quinn Hughes, best defenseman in the league. And what a goal. Forehand, backhand, gets it past Korpisalo. Alexander Newhook, dangerous player. And a big pad stop from Jaden Weeman. Kirill Kaprizov on another breakaway. Here we go. And it is a poke check of his own. Rantanen. Game is over if there's a stop. And a poke check, back-to-back poke checks from the goalies. And the game is over. The Minnesota Wild finish out the season with a shootout victory over their biggest rivals in the Colorado Avalanche. You know what? Great way to end the season. Kind of anticlimactic, but you know what? It do be like that sometimes. 64-11-7. We beat our own record with most wins in a regular season. 135 points. We had 11 regulation losses. And as you can see right there, Anthony Francis had his first ever 60-goal season. So let's go ahead, check out the regular season stats. Okay, I want to see who we're... I just want to actually simulate... Yeah, let's go ahead and check out the stats for the regular season. Anthony Francis, I want to see... I'm closing my eyes. So, I didn't see any of the defensive points, which is good. I'm seeing some forwards here, and I'm super impressed. It was just one of those seasons. We felt way more dominant. It's weird. Huh. I guess we could have been so much better if we got a few extra wins in the shootout. We could have been a 70-win team this year, if you think about it. The man, the myth, the legend, 23 years of age. He's going for his fifth straight Art Ross trophy. He's going for his 5th straight MVP trophy. I believe Wayne Gretzky started out his career with 8 MVP trophies in a row. He's almost at 300 goals in 410 games. He's at 322 assists. That is good for 612 points. He's 202 points above a point per game. He's not Wayne Gretzky, but damn oh damn, if he's like 40 years of age, putting up these kinds of points, he might come for a few records. His second best season ever. His first ever 60-goal campaign. What else is there to say? The man got it done. He only played 22 minutes an evening this year. He's a monster. You might be saying, oh, it's cheating. Well, I didn't cheat the computer. Boston wanted to give up that pick. We drafted him. And everything else we've done it. We've gotten this team together. We've lost plenty of games before. We've been kicked out of the first round twice. We lost in the Stanley Cup Finals with this man. We have won 2 in a row. We're going for the three-peat. But Anthony Francis is the best player in the NHL. There's no question. There is no denying that. That is just a fact. He's a scary freaking player. Alexei Pietrangelo had by far his best season. 103 points is phenomenal. He misses 2 games and hits 60 goals. He was tied for first on this team in goals. That's phenomenal. I go out, put him on the extra power play, give him a little extra time. He goes out there and he performs. Having his best season ever, we give him a little extra time here and there, and he goes out. Phenomenal power play, 12 game-winning goals. He was playing 20 minutes a night, laid a lot of hits, 184. He's one of the best players in the league, and he's proving that. The captain. Now, Kirill Kaprizov will never get back to the 73 goals in his rookie campaign. I find that very unlikely. But he is a perennial 30-plus goal scorer. He has 330 career goals in 569 games. Nice. 46 goals as a 29-year-old. 60 assists. Good for 106 points. That is his second best season ever, eclipsing his second best season ever last year. He's been great, and that first line is clicking more than ever. Cale Newman, the supporting cast on this team, was great this year. Cale Newman hit 50 goals last year. He was just shy. Hitting it this year, 50 goals, 20 more assists than he had last year. 98 points. He's finally that point-per-game player. The offseason is going to be more difficult now that he is officially a point player. Jack Hughes. The offseason just keeps getting worse for us. Jack Hughes and Cale Newman are the 2 RFAs coming up. Just thank God we have their rights. Jack Hughes finally eclipsed a point per game in his career. The first overall pick in 2019. Hits 83 points in 82 games. His best season by far. Plus 20. Great season. Not much more to say about him. Louis Langweeder missed 12 games. Okay? 52 points in 70 games. Let's compare that to his last few seasons. Last year he had played 79 games, had 48 points. He played 9 more games last year. He had less goals this year, but he was all around a better player. I really, really like him as a player. His giveaway to takeaway ratio is a little iffy. He's a power forward. He's just going to lay hits, give up the puck a few times, but too bad we couldn't see what his full season would have been like there on the second line, but officially a second line forward. He's officially 88 overall. He's a damn good player. Luke Kunin. I'm so glad we were able to keep him on. You know, if Cap comes to, again, we're going to have to find a way to keep him because I love him so much. And if we can't find a way to keep him, I'll be sad. But he continues to be a really awesome third liner. Sergei Gogolev. Almost hit half point per game. He hit 25 goals. That is a better rookie season than Louis Langweeder. They're both the same player type, both very similar stats. Gogolev's shooting category is phenomenal, 5 stars at 18. The 5th overall pick, potentially the best player in his draft class. 25 goals. Just you wait. He's going to rip the league apart. He has a 77 overall faceoff. Potentially, maybe we turn him into a centerman. We will see. We will get there. Chris Griffin, 38 points, 82 games. Same as Gogolev. I really like him. I'm so glad we signed him to an awesome contract. Phenomenal giveaway to takeaway ratio. Yet again. I love him. Adam Beckman, Duar, and Mateos had a great end of the season. We almost had all of our fourth liners with 20-plus points. That's very, very impressive. Fitzgerald wasn't even that bad in the games that he came in for. Duar and Mateos and Beckman were all quite good. I'm excited to see the defense. I'm quite scared. I'm hoping Quinn Hughes hit 100 points. Here we go. Oh my God. Quinn Hughes is one of the best defensemen of all time. I don't think we can deny him that now. I don't think we can. He hit well over 100 assists. He has 558 career assists. At the end of his career, he's looking over 1,000 points as a defenseman. He's 27. The best defenseman in Minnesota Wild history. Sorry, step aside, Ryan Sutter, whatever your name is. Jeez. He had 36 power play points. By far his best power play year. He didn't even score as many goals. I'm not complaining. I'm not. I'm dumbfounded. Best plus minus year. 118. Yeah, hey, Anthony Francis had a phenomenal year. Probably led the league in team points. But do you look at the defenseman and be like, he might win the MVP trophy? I would probably make a case for that. You have 2, 3, or 4 candidates on our roster for the MVP. We lucked out getting him. You go all the way back. He was young. We got him. Was pretty good when he came over to Minnesota. 60 points, 80 points, 80 points, 90, 95, 118. 118. It's not like he was playing any extra lines. It wasn't like he was playing any extra time anywhere else. He only played a few extra seconds overall. He played 8 extra minutes all around this year. And he put up 118 points. The best defenseman in the world. Erik Karlsson, step aside. Cale Makar, step aside. You got the real man right here. Marcus Smirnov. He had 1 less point than he had last year. Okay. 12 goals. He's back to his goal-scoring way. He's an underrated defenseman. The more and more I talk about Quinn Hughes, the more and more I think about how well his supporting cast did. Marcus Mironov, phenomenal season. Brant Clark, 65 points. You know what? Up from last year, better plus minus. I don't think he'll always be a 70-point player. We know he has the capability of doing that. 60 points is damn good. Georges Bissonnette and Potvin kept pace with each other all season. That is quite funny to see. Potvin's actually up to an 82 overall. Bissonnette was really, really good. They were both very, very good. Great plus minuses. Very low penalty minutes. They could be a very solid tandem going into the future, especially with Brant Clark, Mironov, and Quinn Hughes getting older, even though they're basically in their prime. Plenty of time to grow. You have a great supporting cast, and then you got Joe Hicketts there, who was pretty good. No need to get a depth defenseman. And the goaltending. Jaden Weeman, for the second straight season, hit 50-plus wins. He played 2 extra games this year, had 6 regulation losses, 7 OT and shootout combined losses, but he got us those extra points. 3 shutouts, 9-12, 2.5 goals against. He has 101 wins in the last 125 games. 128 games, sorry. Do you know how crazy that is? Vasanoyov wasn't great. I think he's going to lose his backup spot to Rensfeld or Mackey next year, which is a definite possibility. So he's got great trade value. I am excited to see who potentially might be taking home some trophies for the Minnesota Wild this year. So let's go to the entire league for goaltenders. Weeman just sweeps away, crushes the competition with wins, way less games than UC Saros, 1 more than Knight. Samsonov played more. The next best goalie, I would say, is Vasilevsky. Played the exact same amount of games. I think Weeman is winning a trophy this year. He's gonna win the Vezina and the William M. Jennings. He's the best goaltender in the league. I am proud to see that. He has grown a lot in his career. Rookie skaters. Who is the best rookie in 2027? Ivan Yakupov, 68 points. I'm glad he's in the Western Conference. Or in the Eastern Conference, sorry. Last time we faced him, he was in the West. God, my English is terrible. 43 goals. He finally gets his shot, and he shines. The East is going to be watching out for this man for the next few seasons. I mean, Gogolev was one of the best rookies of the year. Second most goals by a rookie. Great season. Let's check out defensemen. I have a very, very strong feeling Quinn Hughes is going to be winning his fourth straight Norris Trophy. Jogren, if Quinn Hughes never existed, it would be his trophy. He has 36 goals. If they find a way to give it to Jogren, I'm going to lose my gosh darn mind. There is no way. He eclipsed him by 20 points. His plus minus is 39. His plus minus is 39 better. Think about that for 3 seconds. Think about it. Makar had a phenomenal season. Ekblad too. Mironov. Quinn Hughes is the best defenseman in the NHL. In the world of hockey. But it is time to see who won the Art Ross. My man, Anthony Francis, wins his 5th straight Art Ross, potentially taking home another MVP trophy. I have a feeling Quinn Hughes is actually going to take the MVP trophy. You never see a defenseman. I've never seen a defenseman in this franchise mode eclipse 100 points. If I'm mistaken, correct me. In this franchise mode, I've never seen it done. Never. Maybe Eric Brandstrom did it in my last franchise mode. But Quinn Hughes is easily the best. I know I don't want to offend Stu Cam from my last franchise mode, but Quinn Hughes is the man. Anthony Francis is the man. Petrangelov is the man. But who is taking home the Rocket. It is a 3-way tie for the most goals in the league. I think Petrangelov would have had that trophy. He played 2 less games. Joshua Waugh had the lead the most of the season. There's a 3-way tie, 2 of them coming from the Minnesota Wild. 120 combined goals from those 2. And then you add on Kaprizov's goals. Who had the most assists? It was Quinn Hughes. I haven't seen a player, let alone a defenseman, hit 100 assists in a season in a very, very long time. Last time was like NHL 19 or 18 with like Philip Zadina on Detroit. It was crazy times. Quinn Hughes is the man. We have the best team in the league. But before we end this video, we will have to find out who we will be playing in the playoffs. But first, I want to see, did we get any lottery picks? Hell yes, Nashville missed the playoffs. They were the 4th worst team in the NHL. 5th worst team. That is huge for us. Did any other team fall out? Isn't looking like it. Isn't looking strong for us. Looking like every other team made the playoffs. The Toronto Maple Leafs were up there too. But we have Nashville's. We can luck into one of those centermen. We can do it. The real question is, who will we be facing on the road to a 3-peat? Who is it going to be? We will be facing the Colorado Avalanche. That'll be a really fun series. Thank you very much for watching. If you've enjoyed this one, please leave a like, leave a comment, share with people who you think may enjoy this sort of thing. I'll see you in the next one. Ciao.